Hi everyone, Peter Liciaga here, and I thought I'd go live today to talk about self-defense and share with you this self-defense presentation that I have. And I've done this before. I've done this many times live. I've gone to schools. I've gone to organizations to share this presentation. But I thought I'd go live. The last couple of days, I've been in conversations about self-defense. And yesterday, I shared just some functional exercises that you guys can do. And of course, if you want to find out more information, you can always contact me. You can call me at the school at Donato Karate Center. You can call me there at 856-235-0414, or you can visit our website, donatokarate.com, to find out about our programs there. But you can also text me, 856-278-5282. Now, I'm going to, right below my video, right below there, that image right below are bookmarkers that I have. Let me show it to you right here. Bookmarkers that I have, crime prevention. I created this a couple of years ago, and I still have a few left. I've given out, probably about a couple of thousand already, and I still have some. I bought a lot, so I have a few left. So if you want this, let me know. Just go ahead and comment below. Let me know you want one of these bookmarkers, and we'll find a way to get it to you. Or if you're an organization and you want, let's say, 20 or 50 of these, or maybe up to 100 of these, if you want these for your students, for your organization, very simple, very easy. One side talks about crime prevention. The other side talks about what kids can do when it comes to bullying. So it's a bookmarker, so you can have it with you everywhere you go. Okay, in your books, you can just carry it, put it on the refrigerator, and as reminders. Okay, guys, so anyway, I want to go through this presentation. It's probably going to take about 20 to 30 minutes, so this is lunchtime, so those of you taking lunch can have this. But of course, I'll make it available later on, and I will put it up on our Donato Karate blog later on. And if you're on our email list, you'll get it via email. Okay, so anyway, this presentation has to do with how's your A game. The whole idea is when you go out your door, how's your A game? And A game is basically three things: awareness, assessment, and action. And we're going to go through those three things very quickly. Okay, so my number one goal today by doing this presentation is really simply just to give you a lot of value, a lot of information that's going to be quick and hopefully short, concise, and clear. I'll do the best that I can to communicate this clearly, but I want to really help you with questions that you might have about safety and self-defense, maybe questions your children have about safety and self-defense. A couple of days ago, I shared what can a teacher do if two kids in their classroom have a physical confrontation. What should a teacher do? So I share some suggestions in that video. And I know teachers, everyone, no matter where you are, wherever you go, and there's people there, there is the potential of an upset, or let's say a dangerous situation. Everything's a potentially dangerous situation. And we live in a times now where I know where I live in Mount Laurel. It's awesome here. I can walk out the streets, down the street, and know that I'm safe. I can drive down the road, know that I'm safe. For the most part, we live in a very safe town, and basically, America, we're pretty much safe, but there are those moments where, and we see it on the news, we read it in the papers, we'll see it on our feeds, that there are going to be those moments where it's going to be dangerous, and you might find yourself in a dangerous situation. So I want to share some information with you guys, and really, if you become, aware of this information, and you assess this information, think about this information, this will give you some options so that you can choose some right and appropriate actions. Okay, so my hope is to do that. Now, of course, you have any questions, you can definitely comment below, or you can text me at 856-278-5282. If you want to find out about our programs at Donato Karate Center, go to donatokarate.com, or call our school, 856-235-0414, if you want to find out about our program and see our class schedule. Okay, guys, so let's talk about safety and self-defense. Okay, so in this presentation, I'm just going to talk about principles, guiding principles, concepts, and ideas. Because if you understand these ideas, these concepts, these principles, that gives you intelligence, and then you're able to be aware of a situation, assess a situation, and move to the right appropriate action. This will improve your A game. And we're talking about, especially if you're a teacher, we're talking about everywhere you go, you create a safe environment, an emotionally and physically safe environment. Now, that's something that I do at Donato Karate Center. I'm always aware. Master Donato and I, we spoke about it yesterday. A couple of days ago, we spoke about always keeping an eye on the door whenever somebody comes in. We right away meet and greet them, but that's also a way for us, not only a way for us to just give high-level customer service because we want to serve our community, but it's also our way to being the first line of defense. If somebody comes through our doorway and let's say they don't have, let's say, encouraging, motivating, and inspiring thoughts on their minds. So Master Donato and I were talking about that the other day. And there's other measures that we do so that we can ensure that our environment at Donato Karate Center is emotionally and physically safe. But it all starts with principles, guiding principles, concepts, and ideas. So the first one, I've mentioned it several times, is awareness. So how would you grade yourself when it comes to awareness? Okay, do you consider yourself, let's say, if you're a highly aware master of awareness, would you consider yourself like a number 10? Or are you moderately aware, maybe like a 5? Or do you find yourself bumping into doorways or not seeing people, or people getting close enough to you to tap you on the shoulder and say, I was calling your name, but you didn't even hear me? That would be, let's say, like a 1 when it comes to awareness. Hello. So how do you grade yourself? 1, 5, 10, or somewhere there when it comes to awareness? Your ability to be aware within your environment, with situations that are going around you, and of people that are around you. And also your ability to be aware of your physical, your health, your mental health, your emotional health. What is your level of ability when it comes to you being aware of your physical, emotional, and mental state at any given moment? Okay, guys, so that's important because you want to, if you're going to master anything, pardon me, let me get some water here. If you are going to master anything, master your ability to be aware. Be externally aware and internally aware. Be aware of you physically, mentally, and emotionally, and then be aware of your surroundings and the people in your surroundings. So how do you grade yourself? Number 1, line of defense. If you kick that up a notch and turn it into a habit, that will raise your A game when it comes to safety and self-defense. Next is assessment. How would you grade yourself in your ability to assess and evaluate your surroundings and the people within your surroundings, and also your situation? What situation are you going into? What's your purpose for where you are? And when you come into that space, what's your level of assessment? How well are you assessing a situation? Is it very short? Is it like, again, a 10? Master of assessment. You come in there, everywhere where everyone is. You even hearing that in some conversations, when people are having a serious conversation, when people are having let's say humorous conversation, or a very angry conversation, emotional conversation. Are you aware of all that, and are you assessing it all? And then so that you can get to that place when you evaluate everything, then you can make a judgment call about that environment and those people that are around you, so that you can then move forward in a safe and productive way. Move forward. How's your level of assessment? Grade yourself. Curious. Okay, guys, you do that, raise up your level of your ability to assess situations and people, you will raise your A game. Next one is this: your ability to move to the right appropriate action. How would you grade that? Okay, so studies have shown us that when people are in a dangerous situation, more often than not, they freeze, because there's that moment where they're thinking to themselves, I can't believe this is happening to me. Is this person really doing what they're doing? Is this car really going where it's going? Is that thing really doing what it's doing? and we have that moment where we're thinking, but meanwhile life is still going. Whatever's happening is still happening, but we slow down because we're trying to process that. So you want to improve your ability to be aware of a situation, assess that situation, and then move to the right appropriate action. And you want to train yourself to do that. Now, there are people in our society that are trained every day to be aware of a situation, assess the situation, and move to the right appropriate action. Can you guess who those people might be? You're probably right. Law enforcement, firefighters, EMTs, people in emergency, doctors, nurses. There are people in our community that are trained to be aware, assess, and move to the right appropriate action. Military, everyone that are in the position where they need to help and serve people quickly, and they train themselves, especially law enforcement, the firefighters, the EMTs, medical service organizations, also military. It's almost like a daily training where they're always training, constant, never-ending training. Why? Because they want to keep their A game high, their ability to be aware, assess, and move to the right appropriate action. So you want to evaluate be aware of your abilities to be aware, assess, and move to action. And then assess your ability to be aware, assess, and move to the right appropriate action. And then once you've come to the truth of where you are, raise up your A game. And then take action. Move to the right appropriate action so you can raise your A game so that you can improve your ability to be aware, assess, and move to the right appropriate action. Everyone see how that works? That's why this, where is it? Right there. Oh, this little bookmarker would be awesome. Okay, guys, it reminds you awareness, assessment, and action. And that's why I created this. I thought it was a great idea to put this together. You guys can have it for free. Just let me know how many you need. You can text me at 856-278-5282 and just let me know. Then we'll take it from there. We can communicate. You can comment right below how many you need, whether you are one, if you need one, or if you need 100. Doesn't matter to me. I'll get them to you. So let me know. Okay, guys, so let's move on. Good. Now, it's very important that you have an objective in the course of your day. Objective in the course of your day, and that's this. Simply this: get home safe. I got this idea, really was expounded for me by one of our parents, Mr. Matthews, Sergeant Matthews. And law enforcement, he and I got together, and he had said something to me that really resonated with me. That's why this is your mindset. He says whenever he leaves his home to go on a shift, and he'll go to his wife, he'll kiss his wife, hug his wife, and if his children are there, he'll hug his kids. But there's this promise. His promise is this, that he's going to get home safe. And that's his mindset, no matter what goes on in his day. And, he's been in law enforcement for a long time, and so anything can happen. But his thought, his mindset, his objective is to get home safe. And that's what you want to have as your mindset when you leave. No matter what happens in your day, you got to have that mindset. Get home safe. Get home safe. I got to get home safe. I got to do my work, meet my responsibilities. I'll be aware. I'll assess, and I'll move to the right appropriate action so that I can get home safe. And you want to teach your children to do that. This is what we teach our students at Denaro Karate Center. We want to make sure that they understand if somebody's picking on you, your mindset is not to teach them a lesson. Your mindset is to get home safe. So get out, get safe, go tell someone. This is what we teach our students at DKC. So your mindset has to be that, and teach your children to think that way as well. So with all this being said, how's your A game, ladies and gentlemen? Let's move on. Okay, guys, so quickly, let's talk about why a presentation like this, me doing something like this, is so important. It's, I believe, a must-have for everyone. Everyone must understand the guiding principles, concepts, and ideas of creating safe environments. They have a mindset where they're going to get home safe, but how? Well, how? Awareness, assessment, and action. Right, appropriate action. And so presentations like this are so important. There was a time when I thought that trying to talk to someone and teach them in, let's say, a 1 hour or even a weekend workshop for self-defense was a waste of time. But I don't believe that. I know some people believe that it's a waste of time. You must spend 10, 20 years, a significant amount of time training to be able to defend yourself. I don't believe that. I believe knowledge and knowledge put to action is something that we can share with you guys. So I give you this knowledge. You have it here. All you have to do, basically, and you can practice this from this moment on, awareness, practice the exercise of looking around, be aware. That's easy. You can do that. We can all do that. Be more aware. Okay, then assess the situation. Okay, I'm aware of the situation. I'm looking around. That's easy. Okay, so stuff like this is easy to teach you guys, these concepts, these ideas, and your ability to move to the right appropriate action. So this presentation and presentations like this are so valuable because everyone must have this, and this is why I share this. And we simply cannot deny the facts that there are personal attacks in society. I grew up in the Bronx, and statistics, when I looked at the statistics, it said that 1 in 90 people are going to have an attack. This is a broad term, attack. But 1 in 90 people will be attacked in the Bronx. In Camden, it's 1 in 39. Okay, and Mount Laurel, it's 1 in 1,346. Of course, in college, I think it's improved a bit, but still, 1 in 5 women will have a physical attack situation. So I don't care what the number is. I don't want to be that one. And if I am that one, I want to do all that I can to prepare for that one moment in my life where I have to defend myself because somebody has chosen me as their target. And so the presentations like this are important because even if you don't do a martial arts program or you do a self-defense program, if you understand the principles, guiding principles and ideas and concepts like awareness, assessment, and moving to the right appropriate action, you understand that, then it's going to help you. Because really, how close does someone have to get to you before you are aware they're too close? How far does something have to go? How far does the situation have to go before you are aware it's gone too far? It all depends on your ability to be aware, to assess, and then have the confidence to move to the right appropriate action. And so this is an idea, a concept, a principle, and let this be your guiding principle when it comes to you creating safe environments for you, safe experiences for you. Okay, guys? And DonatoKarate.com. Find out our schedule if you're interested in all that. Give us a call, 856-235-0414. Next thing here is that I know I don't have all the answers, and every single situation is different, and I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to share with you what I do know. And what I do know is based on my, 57 years old. I grew up in the South Bronx, and I've been in a lot of physical confrontation because I was a gang member at one time. So I understand the violence. I understand dealing with violence. And I started training martial arts when I was 9 years old. And you do the math, I'm 57 now. And I've been teaching full time at Donato Karate Center since 1999. So I've been doing this for a long time. And so I don't know everything. I don't have all the answers. But I want to share with you what I do know, and this is what I do know. Okay, guys, assessment, being aware, assessing your situation, and then moving to the right appropriate action is a great starting point. And it starts with your mindset. Okay, first of all, we want to make sure our children know this. We got to know this. We have to know that we have value and that we can live our lives and pursue what brings us joy, what brings us happiness. And we pursue that. We live in America, and we have the ability and the rights to pursue that, to live our lives. That's what's awesome about living in this country. And then we also know that there are dangerous people in the world. There are dangerous people everywhere. And we also know that we've got a right to protect ourselves. So it's important that we have that mindset. And make sure you teach this to your children, that they have value, that you are valuable. If someone's picking on you or teasing you or causing harm to you emotionally or physically, you have rights. You have the right to live. You have the right to enjoy your life, and they do not have the right to do that to you. You have value. Don't believe what they say. Don't believe what they do is because they do it because you have less value. You don't. You have great value. You are important. And there's just simply mean people in this world, dangerous people in this world. You do have the right to protect yourself. So teach that to your children. Many times we have parents, we did it this week, pardon me, let me give it a call. Excuse me. This week we had a parent come to us saying that their child was being picked on the bus. And so I had to help the parents. We were talking about what they can do to mitigate that situation, to make sure they, and their child, well, I think the child's in first grade or kindergarten, first grade, and they're being picked on. So we need to help protect that child. They have a right to be protected. Parent has a right to make sure that child is safe on the bus, in school, everywhere. And so we need to make sure we have that mindset and instill that mindset in our children. Next is that we need to be ready and prepared. Of course, you're getting that sense right now. This is why I'm doing this, sharing this, and we have to believe that we have what it takes to protect ourselves and stand up for ourselves, and to believe in ourselves, and to think, being aware. We have what it takes to be at a higher level of awareness. We have what it takes to take our ability to assess situations and people to a higher level. We have that ability. We also have the ability to move to a right appropriate action faster, swifter, and with more energy. We have the ability to do that. We have what it takes to do that. We've got to believe that. And we've also have to understand that we are hardwired. It's our nature. We're designed to survive. We're designed to either fight or flight. That's survival. And we have the abilities. We have the intelligence. We've got the information out there. We've got the resources, and we've got the power of choice. We could choose to learn and get educated and to practice and to take our levels of all these abilities, awareness, assessment, and action to a high level, simply because we can choose to do it. That's the power to choose. And we've got the physical abilities and we've got the capabilities. And there is the environment. We could use our environment. We have support teams around us. That's so important. So we have everything we need to create safe environments and to go out into the world and to be confident and believe that we are safe, because we've got everything that we need for that. So we've got to believe that, and we've got to help our children understand that. And there's one of the key things when someone becomes a student at DKC, at Donato Karate Center, that we right away want to build this into them and help them understand this. And this will raise their ability to be confident. This will raise their ability to just make the powerful choice to be more disciplined. This will raise their ability to mitigate any negative situation. This way, wherever they go, they have what it takes. They have the information and the concepts, principles, and ideas and guiding principles to help create safe, emotionally and physically safe environments. Very, very important. Okay, ABCs of self-defense. Reminder, guys, awareness is assessment and action. ABCs. The next one is B. Be calm. And I'm not going to get into all this, okay, but these are ABCs of self-defense, communicating with confidence. So, guys, these are so important. Okay, guys, we talk about the awareness here on our bookmarker here. Master those. Share that with your kids. Get these bookmarkers and share that with your children so that they have that. Let them put it in their books. Okay, a lot of the kids now are loving reading. They use that as a marker. I don't know how many you need. If you're a teacher, you want 30, 40, let me know. If you're someone that has an organization, you want that, let me know. Okay, guys, we'll work it out. Just text me, 856-278-5282. You can also call me at 856-235-0414. So I have information right on the screen. You see even my email. Just put my email there, pliciaga@gmail.com, or comment section right below on this page somewhere. Okay, guys, there's no reason why you guys cannot have this bookmarker as a reminder to help you guys take your A game to the next level. Okay, guys, so don't want to make yourself stand out. Hey, guys, this is a point that was brought out to me by Sergeant Matthews, and he used the example, of this being in a bank, and let's say there's a bank robber that comes in, and he says that because he's a police officer, he always carries his firearm. He has a concealed weapon on him because police officer Sergeant Matthews, can carry a concealed weapon. And so let's say if he's in the bank and there's a bank robber comes in, what he will do, he'll make sure he doesn't make himself stand out, because it may not be the right time, right place. He'll be aware of a situation, he'll have to assess it, and then he'll have to move to the right appropriate action. And the right appropriate action may be where he has to fit in with the crowd. So he says there are times where you don't want to stand out, that you want to blend in with the crowd. He says whatever most of the people are doing, you do. If they're crying, if they're scared, you cry. You also partner up with them. Be afraid. You go ahead and become part of the crowd, and then you find your opportunity. So I needed to share that with you, because it's not always about you standing up and standing out. There are times when you're going to have to become camouflage yourself, become part of the environment, get concealed. That might be your safe way out. Because why? What's your number one concern? Get home safe. Okay, now if you're law enforcement, military, EMT, if you're trained professional, that's different. But if you're not a trained professional, do know that you also, this is an idea. The idea is this: if the action is to hide and to conceal yourself, this way you're not exposed, you need to take that route. So I needed to make sure you guys are mindful of that. Okay, so communicating clearly, confidently, using your words, using your body, how you walk, how you talk, that really lets people see you as someone that's not going to be an easy target. But also, a little sidebar there is that there are times, if you assess it and you know that your action must be to conceal, to become part, maybe sometimes it'll help you to be not so confident looking. Because I remember one time I was, a friend of mine was on the train. We were in New York City, South Bronx, on the train, and a friend of mine was on the train. He was a very, very thin, skinny kid with long, stringy hair, and he was white, and I was Puerto Rican, and we had these gangs come, a gang come in here, and we were both martial artists. But the gang came in. There was about 15 of them, and they all looked at us, and they especially looked at my friend, who was a skinny white kid with long, stringy hair, and this was like a black gang and a Puerto Rican gang, and so they saw that I was Puerto Rican, but they really targeted my friend, who is this little skinny white guy who was an incredible martial artist, and you could tell they targeted him. And then right away he saw that, he started just acting crazy. He started standing up and acting crazy, like a wild animal, So when they saw that he was crazy, and they thought, oh my gosh, this guy is crazy, and they decided to get off. So it was pretty interesting to see how that worked. We laughed about it, but you need to be aware, assess, and move to the right appropriate action. I don't suggest that you guys get real wild crazy, but unless you've assessed it and you become a master of assessment, and you assess the fact that, hey, you know what, the right action here is just get real crazy. But other than that, guys, walk confident. Your ability to communicate confidently and appropriately is very important. When it comes to physical strategies, I'm going to stop right here, because I'll talk about this in the future, what you can do physiologically. We talk a lot about this in our martial arts school when we talk about self-defense, and we break it down. This takes time, and this does take to train yourself physically. And so I'm going to stop right here and just hope that you guys really understand these guiding principles, ideas, and start with the A of our ABCs of self-defense: awareness, assessment, and action. So make sure you guys start there. Become a master of awareness, master the ability to assess, and master the ability to understand what is the right and appropriate action. Again, guys, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and send them my way. You can text me 856-278-5282, or you can simply email me. I have my email right there. I see pliciaga@gmail.com. Now, if you want to find out about our martial arts program for you and your family, give us a call, 856-235-0414, or visit our website, donatokarate.com. And there we have our class schedule, and then we also have a special $20. You can come in and try 3 classes and see whether our program is a fit for you and your family. Other than that, guys, you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope that this was valuable for you guys there. I know it's helpful. This is great stuff. powerful stuff, something that I've learned over the decades that's been extremely valuable for a lot of people that I've shared this with. So have fun and feel free. Please share this with your friends, neighbors, and all your family. Okay, guys? Have a great day. Take care. And I'm out.